What is up, fellow Pyro Fanatics? It's Pimp Daddy 28 here, and today I got a pretty special treat to show you guys that I wanted to share with you. This was actually given to me by another fellow Ohio Pyro. Goes by the YouTube name of Pyro USA. You know, he's a veteran Pyro. Definitely knows a lot more about fireworks over a lot of years than I care to remember, and makes me look like a novice pretty much. So he was nice enough to give me a few items. If you guys will remember, he did give me a couple of old Midwest fireworks catalogs from previous years, I think in the 90s, late 80s, and throughout the 90s as well. So met up with Pyro USA once again at the American Fireworks demo this year, and he was nice enough to give me this old Midwest Fireworks catalog from 1982. I mentioned this several times before. Midwest Fireworks was a store that I used to shop at every year during the late 90s, mid to late 90s up until the early 2000s when it was finally closed down. It was one of my favorite, probably my favorite all-time store to shop from, and he was nice enough to give me another old catalog from that store. And he also gave me a few items in this box here, which I will get to in a sec. But he also gave me something that kind of blew me away because I really didn't see it coming. And that is this Pyro Fanatics vinyl nameplate or license plate. And definitely did not see that coming. And I was very impressed with this, and definitely surprised by the fact that he made this vinyl plate and was nice enough to give it to me. I'm actually considering putting this vinyl plate up like on top of every stash update that I do from here on out. So it'll kind of be in the corner or something like that. So I'm definitely considering doing that because this actually has a lot of sentimental value to me now because of definitely didn't see this coming or didn't expect to get something like this. But yeah, big shout out to Pyro USA for giving me this nameplate. So as I mentioned before, he gave me this Midwest Fireworks catalog from 1982. See here, you got this letter from Larry Lomas, the old president of Midwest Fireworks. Definitely a character. I mentioned him before in the previous videos when I talked about the other catalogs that I received from Pyro USA. Larry Lomas was definitely a character, one that you definitely will never forget. Great guy. Wasn't liked by everybody, but definitely was liked by his customers because of the items that he put in his stores. So as you see here, this is, I think, pretty much aerial display items, stuff that you won't be able to purchase nowadays without a Type 54 ATF license. Back then, there really weren't too many regulations on fireworks. Not until like 2002, 2003, until there was strict regulations on what consumers can purchase and whatnot. And there was kind of regulations before that, but they weren't exactly enforced. And obviously, back in the early 80s, it wasn't anywhere near as enforced as it is now. So as you see here, you got the prices of like 9-inch shells. You got assortments of a bunch of different items, shells and I think cakes and whatnot. 9-inch shells. I think there's like 12-inch shells. It starts from $250. You go all the way to, gosh, you got 4,000 here, 5,000, 7,500. I don't know what the biggest one is. All right, the biggest one I think is 10,000. Pretty sure. Yep, 10,000. Look at what you get. Here, you get the 9-inch shells, you get 12-inch shells, 15, 18, 36-inch shells, and you get a grand finale of a 400 shot cake, I guess. That's, and that price, don't let that fool you. That's actually a very good deal, for these items compared to today. Today, this stuff is probably worth at around probably 10 times that if you were going to get this same assortment. At least 10 times that amount, Maybe I'm going a little bit higher than normal, but still, you know, that's probably more accurate. And you got these set pieces. You know, set pieces were a big thing back in the day. They don't really do too much of them anymore because they're kind of time consuming, but I think they're amazing. I wish I, you know, was old enough to be able to, or I was born early enough, should I say, to be able to purchase items like this, mainly these set pieces, because they would have been amazing. Because they provided like a whole bunch of different set pieces that you could purchase and I guess, you know, set up in your own backyard. Although I probably wouldn't recommend doing that if you've had the option to do this, but definitely unique items. And whatnot. You got Kenny Rogers here, Rolling Stones, Pittsburgh Steelers. Boo! Why the Steelers are in here? This is Ohio store. Okay, open stock, so they sold it by single piece as well and whatnot. So, you know, Midwest Fireworks, Deerfield, Ohio, RIP. The old Midwest Fireworks, anyways. All right, so going to this box over here real quick. So, Pyro USA was nice enough to give me some firecrackers. And I was very, very happy about that in particular with one specific pack of these firecrackers. Got some couple of Red Devil firecrackers, a couple of Pandas, 16 strip, 1.5 inch, DOT Class C. I think this might be from a Class 5 brick, I believe. Either Class 4 or Class 5, I can't remember from that. And we got some Wise Guy crackers here. This is what really was definitely happy about the, you know, the fact that he gave me these, because I do have a whole brick of these, but I didn't want to open the brick, and I really wanted to light some of these off. Was trying real hard to find a second brick of these Wise Guy crackers. Couldn't get them, just so I'd be able to open it and light them off. But nope, now I got a couple of packs I could light off myself now. So big shout out to Pyro USA for hooking me up with a couple of these crackers, because I definitely want to see how they perform. And you get 10 large crackers here. All right, so those are the firecrackers, and last but definitely not least is this. This is the old school parachute man. So as most of you know today, you know, with parachutes, particularly the parachutes, the single shot parachutes, sometimes they'll have like army men, toy army men, you know, that will hang off the parachutes and whatnot as they come down. Back then, around the 50s and 60s, around that time, maybe even a little bit before that, they used to use these metal army men, like metal, I guess you could, paratroopers, I guess that's a more accurate term, that were attached to these, attached to the parachutes. As you see here, there's a hole for the parachute string to go, the string for the parachute to go through, and they pretty much came down with these metal paratroopers. And this one is by United Fireworks. I'm pretty sure they're not in business anymore. This was a long time ago, probably from around the 50s or 60s. And Pyro USA was able to get his hands on a few of these old paratroopers, paratroopers from the old parachutes. There you go. That's a more accurate way to say it. And he was very, very nice enough to give me one of these, and definitely stoked about having a little bit of piece of history here. So this is probably the oldest item I have for sure, and definitely happy about that. Very nice little collectible to have. Don't know, you know, how many other people have something like this out there, or if this is a common item. Doesn't matter to me either way, just because this has more sentimental value to it to me, because Pyro USA was nice enough to give me one of these old paratroopers, way before my time, obviously. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Once again, huge shout out to Pyro USA for giving me these items, especially the vanity license plate. Nameplate. Definitely didn't see any of that coming, and was very, very happy about it. And definitely a very, very nice guy. Ohio Pyros, man, they're one of the best, you know. And that's pretty much it. You know, I'll see you guys next time, and keep lighting that pyro.